evening, everybody. And you know, I always recognize this as the best CLE credit ever, because you're going to be bored and not listen to anything I say. You're not going to ask any questions, and you're going to get the credit for it. but before I begin, I want to recognize Judge DePaista. Thank you for being here. And if you need anything, everybody knows Doris Bergman, my law clerk. So, Doris, always available. And if you recall my remarks from last year, which I was desperately searching for, but I couldn't find them. I wasn't sure if I was going to be here, right? I had mentioned that I was reaching the mandatory judicial senility age of 70 and last December, but as you could see, and really in large part thanks to this association, the governor did give me a reprieve, and I've been certificated, and so I'm here for at least another 2 years, God willing, right? Now, I am very sorry to report that, like Judge Espinal, we lost 5 judges last year. Judge Espinal mentioned Judge Hudson. Judge Harrington, unfortunately, wasn't reappointed, and 3 other judges are not with us either for varying reasons. And I asked for another 6 judges, I got 1. So I didn't get the replacement for Hudson and Harrington. And I don't want to sound jealous, but I have 24 judges. Judge Cameron's had 36 when he was administrative judge. So, you know, I'm sorry to report that, but we did get a great judge. Judge Susan Quirk is with us now. She was for the hearing today. And congratulations to Judge Ryan, too. I want to make sure I get that in, too. Now, as Keisha said, I've been promised additional judges as soon as the mayor fills vacancies in the criminal court. Judge Amaker has indicated that she would bring acting judges up to Supreme Court, so I'm hoping that we can make some headway with that as well. Now, let's get to the boring part, all right? So our goal last year, of course, was to meet the challenges created by 2 years of pandemic. In 2021, while we were still hampered by the COVID restrictions, we did manage to have a full complement of 7 grand juries working each term. But this led to a 38% increase in our pending caseload. The pre-pandemic low was 2,700 cases, and we had 3,700 as 2022 began. And we had 64 cases, 64% of the cases were over standards and goals. And the most troubling statistic is that the number of incarcerated defendants with cases over 2 years reached a high of 313. That's up 639% from the 2019 low of 49. So we are determined to reverse these trends, and we've made progress. I mean, I'd say significant progress despite the loss of judges and staff. Our trials increased last year by 244%, and our pending inventory decreased to 3,463 cases, and standards of goal, the cases over standards of goals went from 64% to 49%. The number of defendants who have cases over 2 years that are in is now about 200. So my goal, I mean, I was hoping by the end of last year we'd get it close to 100, but my goal is in the next 6 months to get it close to the 49 that we had. And we've been doing, you know, you've been conferencing cases with my law clerks with the HA-TAP initiative. We're going to kind of pick that up a little bit, and I have some plans to try to do better with that and see if we can. We've got a lot of cooperation from you and from the DA's office. So, you know, obviously most of those cases are murder cases, multi-defendant conspiracy cases, sex crimes, the most difficult cases to resolve. And we're going to make a really concerted effort because having people sitting in jail for that length of time is obviously unacceptable. So, but I will say the older case initiative has shown results. We had 15 of the conference cases went to trial, 25 to hearing, and 46 were disposed of, and we've reduced these old cases by 16% in the last 6 months. The gun initiative, everybody's favorite. Our 7 gun initiative judges continue to make steady progress in reducing CPW2 cases. Despite receiving a staggering 1,514 new gun cases since April 25th of last year, we have decreased our total pending from 1,089 to 792, a decrease of 27%. So while we have made progress, the challenges are ongoing, our work is far from complete. We're focused on the oldest cases. We prioritized shorter adjournments so that cases are calendared more frequently to reduce the number of cases over standards goals. And I appreciate again your cooperation and your hard work as our partner in doing this. But it's resulted in 14,000 additional appearances and a 35% increase in the disposition rate. Now, in the CLE materials, you can read about other initiatives and challenges the past year, so I will end here. But I do want to talk about Judge Walker for a second, because he was a little modest, and he's the envy of the state. It really is true, and his youth part is as well. And I have an additional statistic. He received 743 new felony youth complaint filings last year and disposed of 726. So that's pretty remarkable. And that's the state of the Supreme Court. So I know you don't have any questions because I mentioned that at the beginning. I'll turn it over